guys, Elizabeth here from Plant-Based Bride, and today I want to quickly touch on whether or not pets are vegan. What do you think, Yoda? Are pets vegan? So as many of you guys know, I have two cats, Yoda and Chewy. So they're brother and sister, and we adopted them from a cat rescue a year and a couple months ago. And I've been receiving a lot of questions recently about whether or not pets are vegan. Can you have pets as a vegan? The problems with having pets as someone who believes in allowing animals to live their own life and to not be owned by humans. So that's something I wanted to talk about just really quickly today. And the first thing that I want to mention is that I don't consider our cats our pets. I prefer the term companion animal, which is pretty popular in the vegan community. They live with us. We take care of them. We feed them. We play with them. We cuddle them. We are pretty much at their beck and call and do everything they want us to do all the time. But while I guess technically, legally, it would be seen that we own them, that's not how we see it. They're part of our family. They're like our children, and we would do anything for them. Like, we absolutely adore them. They're beautiful and smart and funny, and they have really big personalities, and we love sharing our lives with them. So it's not about owning them and them being here for our entertainment. We rescued them so that they wouldn't be put down. And we are taking care of them because they need somebody to take care of them. So I think something that people often ask me is it a good idea? There you go, honey. I have cat hair in my mouth now. So a lot of people ask me, how is it consistent for you to not believe we should be using animals, but then to have animals in your home, to have pets? And what I say is that I don't believe animals should be domesticated forever. I don't think that it's right that we have domesticated animals and tried to control them in that way. But we are in a place that we have many, many animals who don't have homes, who can't survive in the wild on their own and need our help to survive. And I don't think that they should all just be killed because they're already here. I think that the best that we can, we should be taking these animals in, helping them, giving them a good life, taking care of them, and not allow them to continue breeding. In my ideal future, we wouldn't have domesticated animals. We wouldn't have cats and dogs and bunnies and other animals in our homes. They would live in the wild and would be able to because they would have proper habitats in place. And maybe that's not something that's ever going to be possible. I really don't know. But I do think that we should continue to be spaying and neutering cats and dogs so that they don't continue to breed. Breeders should be shut down. We should be rescuing the animals that currently are alive and need homes, and not continuing the system where animals are being purchased and then not taken care of. For me, I think it's more important to rescue animals and try to help them that are already here, rather than to leave them without a home, which means they likely would be euthanized, just because I feel like somebody might judge me because they think that I'm being a hypocrite by owning animals while being a vegan. One of the major reasons I am a vegan is because I have compassion towards animals, and seeing animals that don't have a loving home is incredibly difficult for me. I have always had really deep connections with animals, and my dogs growing up were my best friends. I had such deep relationships with them, and it really informed how I would feel about animals for the rest of my life. And I think the pleasure and fulfillment you can get from a real reciprocal deep relationship with a non-human animal is just unmatched anywhere else in the world. The connection you can have with a non-human animal is so different from the one you can have from a human, and it can be so much deeper and more rewarding than the majority of human relationships you can have in your life. So I feel very lucky to have Chewy and Yoda in my life, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely adore them. But in my ideal world, no, there wouldn't be domesticated animals, and there wouldn't be all these animals that need us to take them in and help them. So I think that first step really has to be shutting down breeders. We don't need purebred dogs and cats. It's just ridiculous. These animals have health problems, and there's so many problems with puppy mills and things like that. People shouldn't be buying animals. We need to shift to rescue only, and we need to be spaying and neutering as many dogs and cats as we can to prevent the huge surplus of stray dogs and cats that there are every year, in an attempt to reduce this need to have animals that don't really belong in a house with people from having to be there because that's their only way to survive. So those are my 2 cents on this issue. I know it's a hot button topic. I'm sure some people watching this will disagree with me, and that's totally fine. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Again, if you disagree with me, that's great. Comment what you think. Just be nice, because that's what this channel is about. We have different thoughts and opinions, but we can be respectful of each other at the same time. So let me know what you think. Like this video if you enjoyed it and found it interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and watch my last video here if you're looking for something else to watch after this one. Bye guys. Ooh. The problem with having black cats is when you wear white, you look like this.